Welcome to a realistic vlog of traveling to Europe with 2 kids 2 and under. What many people do not show you how they get around. You're going to be using a lot of public transportations, bus, an 8-hour flight, a connecting flight, transit, Ubers, taxis, all of the in-between. We're going to be flying into Rome, so we go from Minneapolis to Paris and then a connecting flight from Paris to Rome. And we're not only staying in one place, we're going from Rome to Milan, Milan to Switzerland. From Switzerland, we're going to go to Paris, and then from Paris, we're going to go to London, and then we take an 8-hour flight from London to Minneapolis. And we were so extremely nervous for the flights because my oldest is a wild child compared to my second child that is a little bit more calm. I did my research and figured out what would help our flight, and this is one of them. This is an inflated pillow that goes in between the seats so the toddler can stretch out his legs. We look a little crazy, but hey, it makes a huge difference. And I'll have anything linked on my Amazon storefront if you're interested. This one will be under travel or toddler must-haves. Here we are jumping onto our connecting flight to Rome, so let's go ahead and get this travel vlog started. This is not my first time in Europe, but this is definitely my first time using the transit in Europe, so let's go ahead and figure this all out while we have 2 kids 2 and under. And there is so much lessons that we learned through this traveling with transit because we honestly lost a tablet and we lost a toddler seat, but somehow, thankfully, thank God, we recovered both. So we're taking the transit from the airport to our hotel, which is in Rome. This was our first experience with a transit, so it was a little difficult figuring it out, and obviously we don't want to do anything wrong, so it took us a little bit longer at the airport, but we finally made it and checked into our hotel. First thing that we do when we check into a hotel is request a plane pack, and some hotels have it, some do not. So it's the next day, we're officially in Rome, and we're going to go ahead and explore. And we did decide to go with our larger stroller. I know it's going to be harder to get around with, but it saved us so much hassle of carrying a bunch of stuff around with us. If you're a parent, you know with kids, you have to bring a lot of stuff, especially with that kids are 2 and under. And ultimately, if I had to go back, I would still choose the larger Uppa Baby Vista stroller over the smaller ones because those were very dainty and they would flip easily, although they would be easier to fold apart and take along with us. Maybe when the kids are older, we'll go with that option. But once they're smaller, I think it's just easier to take the larger stroller, making it a lot easier to put a lot of things into the stroller, like groceries, and a lot less holding. So now we're finalizing our transit from Rome to Milan and prepared to do a lot of walking. We absolutely loved it because it kept the kids entertained. We got to see so much buildings, architect, police sirens, and emergency vehicles. So one thing we opt out of doing a lot of sit-down restaurants. If we did go to restaurants, we did take it to go because our kids, they would not sit at a restaurant. And if you know anything about Europe and Italy, their lifestyle is a lot more slow paced, so they would not sit there and serve you fast, get your food fast, which is totally okay if it was just me and my husband. My kids just obviously don't have the patience to sit around. They love to run around, so we obviously took a lot of food to go. And the one thing about Rome is like the LA of United States. It's pretty dirty, what people don't notice about, nobody posts about, and this was back in 2022, so a lot could have changed since then, but still such a gorgeous place to visit. Here is how we stayed the night in Milan. We all stayed in 2 beds. We just pushed them together. And here is a quick little room tour. So we have been in Europe for 48 hours now. Finally kind of over the jet lag. Got a good night's rest. And just wanted to show you guys our hotel right now. This hotel is like attached nearby apartments. This one, of course, gets sick from the plane. You're okay, baby. And then this is my outfit for today. It's like, we're in Milan right now, so we just came from Rome, but we are getting ready to explore the rest of Milan today. Let's see here. They have no AC currently because of the crisis. So we've just been keeping this open. Thankfully, it's been cool out and not too hot. I know you're ready to go. So here is a little one. This is our beautiful view when we come out of our hotel. And that's our hotel right now. We got the kids. We left their luggage. And then we'll walk around A little bit of Milan. We're out of formula. So originally I was supposed to just be pumping. That's not working out really well, and our like backup formula is already all gone. So we went to Aldi for breast milk. Couldn't find any, so we're just like munching on some blueberries. She told us maybe a shop down to the left, so we're gonna go check that out. Normally I pump, but not working out, you guys. So we're gonna try to see if we can get formula. It's a little hard with strollers, but we decided to take our bigger one. So there you're gonna see a lot of these, so a lot of lifting, but forward and then there's our ride. Got him some little corn puffs, and we're walking back to the train station from the hotel. And our next stop is Switzerland. It's been very busy, so hopefully we can slow down a little bit. Transits, I believe, are like difficult until you learn how to use them, and then they become a lot easier each time. And my son is really bad at napping, but clearly with all the walking in Europe, it wiped him out. So they both were taking a nap at the same time, which gave me and Eddie a time to take a little break and figure out our next stop and which train to take. And I'm just a person that gets nervous overall easily, so we were able to get through all of this, and I just was getting nervous about missing trains. But once you learn it, like I said, it gets a lot easier. Grab some coffee, and then the kiddos started to wake up, so we made sure we changed their diapers before we hopped on to the next train, made sure that everyone was fed and good to go. And of course, you have to be on high alert. These train stations are very crowded, so we never let our kids out of sight for a split second because anything can happen. So here is a little tour of our train that we have. So we just set our stroller here, and then here's our bags, kind of everything in here. And then here's Elijah running around. And then our seats right now are reserved for 71 window and then 72 window. And we got extremely lucky that nobody was sitting here. The cart was not crowded at all, so we got to use all 4 seats here. And here's the app that you can keep track of all the stops that you're gonna make before you get to your final destination. So it makes the trip a lot easier to kind of track how much time you have left until you reach your destination. And we got extremely lucky. This whole cart was empty throughout most of the stops until our final destination. So we got to all roam around a little bit and not stress out too much about the kids making too much noise. Oh, look at that. So pretty. And the views that we got during the trip was breathtaking. So we are getting closer. I think we have less than an hour now. Kids on the train are getting antsy. She's sleeping. This one's getting a little sick and irritated. Just arrived. This one's awake now. This one's done. It's okay. Where's your son? Joseph. Elijah, get off the table. Come on. Just got into our hotel in Switzerland. I just have to show you guys. Look at that. The shower directly in that room.
No privacy.
No privacy. But hey, they have the curtain so you can close the curtain. But Let's see what we have here. Everything was like, you just check in. Oh, what is this? Oh, are you serious? What?
Balcony?
We got the kids ready, but this is a little hotel. The shower's actually inside the room, but this is so pretty. Little balcony. You want to come to Mama? And the one thing that we absolutely loved about Switzerland is that it was so much more family orientated. You can let the kids kind of run a little bit versus in Milan and Paris, you have to keep the kids very close to you. A lot less crowds and just a great environment for a family trip. And not sure if you haven't noticed, but we are in October, late October. So in Milan and Rome was really hot, so we had to pack for 2 types of weather. We're back in Switzerland, so it's a lot cooler, which we had to pack 2 types of clothing. 1 for like summer clothes and 2 for more like fall, winter clothes for Switzerland. If you want a family-friendly place. Whoop, there goes his fries. We are on our next train here. We got Elijah some snacks. We're giving him his food. I think it's a 1-hour train, so this one should be a little bit faster, but this one hasn't taken a nap yet, so he's gonna be cranky. And one thing to know about Switzerland, the price there is insane. And there was no coffee shop near me where we were, and I had to get Starbucks. And the coffee there is so much more expensive than the United States. But one of our favorite things to do was to go down to the grocery store that they had down below of the transit station. That stuff is so much more affordable. Are you calling room service? Later, we finally got to walk around, and I finally located a coffee shop.
They'll be giving you one, okay? One at a time.
And we finally started to get to be able to enjoy our vacation. It was more relaxed instead of like Milan and Rome were really fast-paced, but in Switzerland, it was a lot slower. So if you guys want to experience more of like authentic living out here, you go to, what is this place called? Basel? Yeah, this is more like, we stopped here and it's very like, I want to say like city orientated, where people are like going to work, working. When we came here, a lot of the shops are closed on Sunday, which is pretty typical out in Europe. And then we're gonna be taking a train from here to Paris. We're just walking around, kind of exploring a little bit and see what the city has to offer. This one, oh, he's awake actually. He's probably like, what are you talking about, Mama? And this one's just running his energy out before we go to the train station. Something we could not do in Italy just because it was so overly crowded everywhere we went. And here he can at least run around, burn off his energy. But yeah, we're gonna explore the city and then hop on the train and go to Paris And then from Paris to London.
I wonder if we can just do it from here.
And here is a grocery store that I was talking about that is underneath this train station. Down to my girls' escalator. Get some fruits for Elijah. I'm gonna grab some groceries. Look at how delicious these look, you guys. Hell yeah. Currently grocery shopping. Stocking up on food, so Elijah will be all set for the train. Yeah? You ready for strawberries? This market literally has everything. And fresh bakery that you can get. There's a bunch of cakes you can get.
Oh, did this cake with the strawberries?
Yeah, that looks good.
Have you seen this cake?
Oh, and they have macarons. Highly recommend to go to the supermarket because upstairs you're gonna be paying a lot more than what you're gonna be paying here for one of these.
Okay.
Here's some of the stuff that we got: blueberries, fruits, apple juice. We needed diapers because we accidentally left ours in a different city, or a different country, I should say. Put away some cheese and that stuff away. So this one decides to lose stuff everywhere we go, and we have to get really creative of where to find it. We use a flashlight in there, and we see it in there. So let's see. Want to take that out? This is how.
You can even see the treadmill.
Oh, you can see the little tracks of him playing with the car. Is it there? Yep. Ah, yeah, uh-huh. Nope. Okay. This is why we decided to take our double stroller instead of a travel stroller, just so it can kind of compact a lot of things because we've used it so much. It's a little hectic going up and down the stairs, but I can't even imagine if we didn't take it. So we have one carry-on, and this is a lifesaver because it's like a carry-on but backpack. And then Eddie's got a personal item. He carries Elijah like that. And then I over here have this backpack. And then we have a little tote that we kind of keep like bags and stuff, so we're not carrying around plastic bags. So these are not very common, the little ramps, but when they do have them, it's amazing because then we don't have to worry about elevators and all the additional stuff. So at first, reading these departure maps and arrival maps get a little difficult, but once you figure it out, like I said in the beginning of the video, it starts to get a lot easier. So we need to go back up, over, and down to number 6. But you just want to double check those screens just in case it changes. So we made it here, and then we're just gonna have to find our cart number. And this is like, usually it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then jumps to like 25, 24, and goes back down. We are on our way to Paris now. Beautiful weather, we're having some fun. We have, looks like 2 stops, but we don't get off. And this transit that we're taking is 2 levels. As you can see, the luggage is up here. That straight ahead is a little lounge where you can buy drinks and stuff. I'll refer back to that in a second. But our stroller's down there, so we don't have to lug it up and back down. So that's ready for us to go when we get down. One thing I like about the trains, it's a lot easier just to walk around. You just tap this thing and you can access the cart, walk in. So let's go ahead and check out that lounge. I just had to drop off some things for the family. So like I said, here's all the luggages, and then the bathrooms are fairly clean in these trains. And then you just go ahead and go to the lounge. People are having drinks in here. You can purchase snacks or food. And we found these chips at the market, and they were so good. They were like sweet, but one of our favorite snacks definitely on this trip. I completely forgot about them until editing. Now I really want to find where I can purchase these. We also got a sandwich that we shared. Okay. McDonald's, you can order. Look at the menu, guys.
And oh.
Sorry for the delay. We are currently being held at a red signal. We should be moving again shortly. The next station is Green Park.
Someone please explain these lines to us. Why is it zigzagging? We just took the transit and we are at our hotel. So we are checking into our last hotel. This is how gorgeous it is. This is in London. And the best part is there is a cafe and a restaurant, and this is the Westminster, London. We're gonna go ahead and go upstairs and check in. So we are on the 12th floor. So I'm hoping we have a great view. Mm-hmm. About to head out. Look how beautiful this view is. Little terrace down there.
Come on, run in.
That's view. Pretty.
G?
Ground, yeah. I have this outfit I have to fix a little with the skirt. Fix my hair, fix everything. And check out this
No, we're not
coffee
going to the
shop.
park.
Unlike all the other places that we visited, London had a lot of parks everywhere we went. we just left the palace. It was so much fun. Now we're out here snuggling while Elijah's over there on the swings. Yeah, he's cuddling with mama. Yeah. And when the kids went to nap, Eddie stayed with them, so I went and checked out Piggy Cakes, a super cute pink cafe. I took Uber, which was around $6 to $12 one way, but it was so worth it. Okay. Escort. We got us a little escort here. Oh no. Can mama have a chip? Can mama have a chip? You're such a butt. Highly, highly recommend Fred's. That's called in their holiday drinks. You get the hot chocolate macaroon. The lattes are okay, but the hot chocolate macaroon is. Look at him eating Oreos, getting a little messy. We were just craving Oreo. I don't know. Maybe we're just listening to what they say. Yeah, definitely recommend this place.
On the floor.
Walking back to our hotel. Oh, he's probably not having it.
Oh, it's on the floor. Oh, turn about is French.
So we are currently here on the bridge and we're going to make our way up to the London Eye. And of course, we had to stop at this playground. It was so much fun for Elijah. Today is our last day, so we're gonna go buy some more formula and then we are going to get some more of the macaron hot chocolate before we leave. We're pushing it now because we were supposed to leave at 8 o'clock right now, so we're probably gonna be leaving around 8:30. And I remember it was so stressful at the airport because it kept telling us please wait, and would not update us with a gate.
On the gift that is travel. Because the moments we share getting there are rivaled only by being there. No matter how far your travels may take you, we'll always be here to welcome you home.